welcome back to Cooking with Gloria. I'm Gloria, and today I want to share with you a very delicious pork roast in the oven. You know something, the holidays are just around the corner, and let's surprise our families with something delicious, amazing, and made at home. But first things first, my apron is on, my hands are clean, and I am ready to show you my ingredients. My ingredients. I have here pink Himalaya salt, mustard in powder, paprika, black pepper, garlic powder, 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil, 1 onion, and of course our pork roast. This is everything we need to make this delicious and amazing pork roast at home. So let's get started. I want to start here first with the spices. I have the black pepper, I have the mustard powder, Himalaya salt, garlic powder, and paprika. We are going to add everything here and incorporate it completely. This is what it's going to give our pork roast such a delicious and amazing flavor. Once everything is incorporated, then let's continue with the onion. I'm adding the onion on the bottom of my baking dish. The onion is going to absorb all those delicious juices and flavors. You don't need to dice them very small. Just cut the onion in squares and add it to your baking dish. But before you add it, brush a little bit of oil on the bottom of the baking dish and on the sides, making sure that the onion doesn't get burned on the bottom or the pork roast doesn't get stick to the bottom of the baking dish. This part is important. Once you've done that, let's add all the onion in here and let's put it aside and let's continue with our pork roast. I have a little brush here. I'm gonna brush it with vegetable oil. And you're gonna be thinking, why is she brushing it with vegetable oil? I'm brushing it with vegetable oil so that when I add the seasoning, they really stick to the pork roast and really infuse the pork roast. Now I'm ready to start adding all the spices on the top, and as you could see, once they fall, they really stick on the pork roast. This is very important. Rub it, making sure that every little cut, every little hole is completely full of the spices, making sure that you rub it from all the sides, from the edges, everywhere. You want your pork roast to be really covered in this delicious spices. Once this is done, let me show you how this looks. It's everything covered. On my stove, I have already preheating a pan. You want to make sure that the pan is nice and hot before you go ahead and you add your pork roast. You want to sear it. You want to sear all the sides of the pork roast. The reason that we are going to put it on a very hot pan is so that all those juices don't come out of the pork roast. They stay inside. Just like that, look. This is where it takes a little longer, but this step is very important. You want to make sure that you do this on every single side and even the edges. And if you need to be holding it, hold it for just a little bit until it gets nice and crispy from that side. Look at this. You got to stand it up, leave it there for a little bit, and then the other side. And once this is done and you have already seared all the pork roast from every side, well then, let's go ahead. Let's remove it and let's put it in our baking dish right on top of the onion. Just like this, we're gonna go ahead and put it in the oven. The oven is being preheated to 450 Fahrenheit. It's 450 Fahrenheit because you want it nice and crispy from the outside, but yet nice and tender from the inside. You're gonna cook it at 450 for 30 minutes. And then you are going to reduce the heat to 350 for 1 hour. We're gonna put it in there. After 30 minutes, we're gonna lower the heat to 350 and we're gonna let it cook for 1 hour. I have here the spices for my dressing and for my veggies. My side dish are gonna be this mixed veggies, and these are frozen. I have the mustard, the honey, the Worcestershire sauce, and apple vinegar. This is everything you need to make this delicious dressing. I have here the mustard, which I'm adding first, and then I'm adding the honey. These flavors really give the pork roast a delicious flavor. I have the apple vinegar, the Worcestershire sauce, and then we're just gonna incorporate everything completely for about 2 to 3 minutes. After that's done, we're gonna add the garlic powder. We're gonna add our Himalaya salt or the salt you have at home, and black pepper. And let's whisk it one more time until everything is incorporated. To this, we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of vegetable oil. And you wanna add it slowly. You wanna make sure that you make that infusion. Look at this, it's gonna get nice and thick and delicious, of course. Slowly adding your vegetable oil. Continue whisking for about 2 minutes until everything is really incorporated. Once this is done, let's taste it to see if we need to add a little more salt. Remember that the salt is to taste. Let's see. Delicious, amazing. This is perfect. We don't need to add anything else. Let me show you how this looks. Look at this. Nice and thick. This is a perfect dressing for our roasted pork. Look at this. These are the frozen veggies. I'm adding butter. I'm adding a little bit of salt. And then I'm just adding water. Let's go to the stove and let's put it in the stove so that it will start cooking. Our pork roast is almost done. And you know that the veggies really don't take too long. Once they start boiling just like that, remember, you don't want to overcook your veggies. These are frozen veggies. So you're going to just let them cook. When it starts boiling like this, you mix them a little bit, just a little bit. And then you're going to lower the heat to medium low heat so that they finish cooking for about 1 or 2 minutes. Remember, you don't want soggy veggies. Let me show you one more time. They need to be boiling just like that. And then you're going to notice that I reduce the heat. And I'm just going to leave them for 2 minutes. Now let's see how our pork roast is doing. And this is completely done. Let me show it. It's nice and crispy from the outside. And I can't wait to see the inside. Look at this. This looks amazing. Really crispy from the outside. Okay, let's reveal everything that is in the baking dish. Of course, I'm not going to throw away. I'm going to reserve because those are all the drippings of the pork roast. Look at this. It looks so tender from the inside and so crispy from the outside. And let me show you. You could even see all those juices running down the pork roast. That's exactly how you want to cook your pork roast. Nice and tender from the inside. Look at this. I can't wait to enjoy. I am ready for the holidays, and I hope, my friends, that you are too. Look at this. Now I'm ready to add my dressing on the top. And of course, this is my plate. I am ready to garnish it, to finish and enjoy, because this smells amazing and I'm sure it tastes delicious. And I was almost forgetting. I want to show you that all the drippings and all the onion, Don't throw it away. Save it because all those delicious flavors are in here. You don't want to throw this away. This is like gold. So you want to make sure that you reserve them and you add them to your dish. I'm going to add a little bit right on top of my pork roast, and that's how I'm going to enjoy this delicious dish. So I'll see you in a bit because I can't wait to enjoy. My friends, I am completely done with this delicious pork roast. You know something? This is the part I really love and enjoy tasting my recipes. Let's see how this came out. It's nice and crispy from the outside, and with that dressing, well, you know something? Excuse me. Amazing. I added all that delicious onion. The onion is so penetrated with all the delicious juices of the pork roast. Just amazing. The holidays are right around the corner, and let's enjoy these delicious dishes at home. When you cook with love, everything comes out amazing. If you liked and loved my recipe, I invite you to subscribe, leave me a thumbs up, share this video on social media with your friends, with your relatives, so Cooking with Gloria keeps growing. Don't forget to push that notification bell, and if you did, leave it activated so every time I make a delicious recipe like I did today, yes, you're going to be notified. Before I say I see you soon, I wish you nothing but the best. Peace and love. I love you guys. Thank you so much for being part of my family. Like, subscribe, and share. See you soon. Bye-bye.